And hello out there, YouTube. This is Splattercat once again with episode 8 of our LP of Gnomoria, a game that has just been soaking up all kinds of time for me. I say that about most games, but I don't do LPs about games that I don't like. At least I try not to. If you saw my War Z LP, that's kind of the exception because I had never played it before. That was somewhat of a blind LP, and it was a game that I wasn't super impressed by. It's not a game that I feel the need to throw abject hate at like a lot of people are, but at the same time, it's not a really attractive, really fun game, so... let's see here. It looks like our cotton bolt stocks are moving on up. I do want to go to my tailor now, and I do want to make some bandages out of any cloth. I am going to get a bunch of bandages made. I would like to just have a stock of bandages so that I don't have to worry about bad things happening to my gnomes when they get wounded. Another thing that I'm going to start focusing on is starting to kind of outfit my gnomes here. So we do have, well, I'm going to wait for my cotton bolts, but I am going to make a couple beds so that we can start throwing some beds into our dormitory up here so that our gnomes have a place to sleep. I may designate another dormitory out here by the fields because I would like my field workers to be able to get here quickly and go to sleep, or maybe just my guardsmen. Maybe I'll put a little extension of the wall right here and then my guardsmen can just crash right there, but I actually may assign those as specific rooms for my guardsmen, but we'll see what happens. I may make a guard tower. I'm not really sure. Other things going on in our kingdom is our yaks are breeding, which is something that's fantastic. We do want a decent supply of yaks. I don't know why this yak milk is not being moved. I didn't have a chance to look it up yet. All of our wood has now finally been scavenged, and I actually need to take a look at our stocks here and kind of see where we're at in terms of what we need and where we are. I probably should have gotten rid of some of the dirt clumps, but I wasn't positive that the merchant wasn't going to create a hauling crew while he was here. The merchant is still here though, so I may actually do that now. So let's go ahead, and I actually opened up the wrong thing here. We're going to go to the market stall, and I'm just going to give him about 700 of my dirt clumps because I just do not care. I don't want them, I don't need them, I want them to go away. He has left all the goods here on the floor that we got from him. I got some tin ore because I was pretty sure we can cross tin and copper at some point and turn it into bronze, which is something that I would be interested in. I don't want to use just copper gear if I can make bronze gear. We do have some logs left over, and I was looking at my stocks. God, I'm getting sidetracked here. I need to pay attention a little better. And we've got 222 logs left, so we're not in a horrible position for logs. Our dead bodies are just scattered around the walls right now, but for the most part, we're not in horrible shape. We've lost 2 gnomes thus far out of our general population of 15. It looks like we have 1 that's idle, which is a little strange. Ver? Did we get a... Let's see here. If we got a new... Huh. So Ver, apparently I just did not feel the need to assign, so I'm going to go in here and assign Ver a job. Ver, what do you do? What is it you enjoy in life? He enjoys dodging, so apparently things are thrown at him quite frequently. So his fitness is pretty high, he's in shape, he likes to lift, bruh. And we're going to turn him into a builder, it looks like. So there we are, we're going to turn him into a builder, because that seems to be his general skill. He has 25 points in building, and that's good because we do need some more builders. It looks like we've got some more copper down here, which is making me actually pretty stoked. I am really happy about how much copper we have right now. It's going to give me the ability to make a little more, and we got some beds here. Good, good, good. He is making us some more cotton, and we got some cotton bolts here, and we've got another goblin. I don't know why these attacks are coming so frequently now, because I really don't feel like our... Oh no, so we're probably going to lose somebody here, because I don't know what they're doing that far out away from the walls. Hopefully Bink can hold it down here and just take care of business, I don't know. I don't know where my other gnome is. Are they both on this stack right here? No, they're not. So that puts us in a bit of a situation, because Bink could use some backup. Zit is dead. And other gnomes are jumping in now. Bink, how are you feeling, buddy? Bink has fallen over. That is not good. Bink is incapacitated at the moment. And there's my other warrior, who was apparently sleeping on the job and is now dead. My gnomes are just terrible, and they are beginning to frustrate me. I don't know where all these attacks are coming from. I don't get why we're getting hit so often. We're literally getting hit like every 12 seconds now. So I'm thinking about just roping everybody in, because we're losing gnomes left and right here. I'm not sure why the game's being hard on us right now, because our value is not that high. But one thing is for certain, we do need to get a workshop built. And I'm going to pause the game here because things are running. We're gonna build our beds in our dormitory. Let's see here. There's our beds. We have 4 of them. Hopefully our gnomes will share for now. We're gonna space them a little bit so that people aren't tripping over each other when they get into bed. And then, what else do we have here? Our tailor, I don't think has crafted anything that we wanted him to craft. No, our bandages are not crafted, which is disappointing. But then again, maybe all of our bolts were going to making beds, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and build a... That turns logs into coal. That turns raw metal ore into bars. That turns bars into metal objects, trinkets, statues, weaponsmiths, and armorers. So it seems like we're gonna need a pretty good resource chain to get this to work, but I'm gonna throw in a furnace there. Hopefully that gets built pretty shortly. We are losing gnomes, but we should get some nomads pretty soon as far as I know. Unless we are just not an attractive place to live. Maybe people have heard that gnomes are just dying left and right here. But the goblins are just being merciless right now. They're coming after us left and right. That's 6 goblins in 6 days, which is not something that I'm used to dealing with. Usually they're spaced out a little better. I do want to make sure Bink is not too beat up since he's the only guy we have left. It does look like he's healing somewhat. I don't know. And as far as I can tell, like, maybe every 2 days the attacks are going to start coming. I have no idea. To be honest, I may actually just kind of... Our losses are getting a little serious to the point where I may have to go back on my decision of not walling myself in. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wall myself in for now. Well, let's not do that. I'm gonna cancel the job real quick. I don't want anybody walling themselves out at the moment, so I want to wait until most people are in. And let's see if we can get anything built here before anything further goes wrong. Why won't this menu stay open? There we go. So I guess I'm just going to build a stone wall here. I'm going to leave a one space gap so that I can make sure that everybody's inside the fort. And then close it off once all the hauling is done. We do have about 200 and something wood right now, which puts us in a reasonably... We're in an okay position for wood for now. I will start a grove if necessary, I think. Or I can just knock out a wall after all the... I've heard the goblins will starve to death if you do this. I still feel a little cheesy doing this. I don't feel good about it, but I guess we do what we have to in order to make this work. I wasn't expecting a goblin attack every day for 6 days. It's just something that you can't really prepare for at this stage in the game. That being said, I probably should have been a little more prepared. Hopefully Bink is healing here. I don't know how long it takes a gnome to heal. I'm assuming since the seasons are only like 10 days long, healing is a little quicker too. And it looks like our furnace is being built. I'm gonna go ahead and mine out the rest of this copper. Hopefully that copper vein remains strong. And let's see here, did I say that metal goes in here? Good, fantastic. Hopefully the forge will allow us to make some copper, and I am going to get, I think, an armorer, and I think I'm going to get a weaponsmith up and running as quickly as possible as well. It looks like all of our crates are full, so we may need some more crates too. I'm not sure why our tailor is not making bandages. We have no cloth bolts, it appears. So hopefully cloth bolts happen pretty soon. Bink is just sleeping like crazy, which is fine. He deserves a day off after he single-handedly fought off all those goblins. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed with where we're at right now in the game. The market seems to just hang out for a while, so I guess that's to avoid the issue of Endure Fortress where you can completely miss the bus in terms of... Okay, so I can cancel, we've got plenty of drink now, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel this running work order and let other people get to work doing other things. Looks like our copper vein is doing pretty well. We're going to have a reasonably, alright, fantastic. We've got even more copper in the walls here. And at a certain point I'll probably wall this all up just to make sure we don't end up with an issue of monsters spawning in little blank areas. We'll make sure that it's blocked off so we have a little Cask of Amontillado situation going on. And I'm gonna keep just grabbing copper, to be honest. It's usually pretty rare that you're only -1 and you get copper, so that's something that I am happy about as well. I don't know if copper is maybe stored in bags, and that's why none of this is going anywhere. I'm not gonna concern myself with it too much though. It's close enough to the workshops to where I'm not really worried about it. We do have bandages now, which is really good. Hopefully bandages are like a cure-all for Bink down here. I don't know how to get them to use bandage. He's still injured, which is something I'm not happy about, but it may be something we just have to live with. If Bink dies, I don't know what we're gonna do. We got a honey badger here. I am gonna put my military back on avoid enemies so that we can try and avoid any horrible situations happening. And go back to your post, Bink. Don't fight a honey badger right now. And also don't get stuck outside the walls. At this point, I would like to make sure that everyone's inside the walls. What are you doing? What are you doing, Gnome? Why? I must have really wanted an apple. That's the only thing I can think of, is that my gnomes really, really, really wanted an apple. I don't know why they're going all the way out here to grab apples. I don't know why they're sleeping out in the fields when they've got beds. I don't know what any of these guys are doing. They're just being idiots. This is really the only thing I can think. I really do and truly have no idea what my gnomes are doing. I'm looking at my gnomes just in awe right now because I would like to close this gap. I guess what I could do... I wish there was kind of like an Age of Empires where you could ring kind of the militia bell and everybody would come back to town. That's actually kind of what I wish they had. Maybe they do. But I have no idea. My soldiers are not doing super well right now. Yikes. I am trying to keep mental track of who's inside the walls and who's out right now. I don't want to end up with a situation where I'm locking people out, but then again, if it's a worst case scenario, it's something that may have to happen. Back outside the wall again for apples. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. And then taking the long route home. No idea. What are you doing? I guess there was an apple left behind a tree. My gnomes are really just being kind of curious right now. And I'm not really sure how to deal with it. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and cut this Let's Play off while I'm sitting here pondering the stupidity of my gnomes. And my name is Splattercat, and I'm new to the Let's Play forum. If you could go ahead and give me a like, a sub, or a comment if you enjoyed what I did here, that would be fantastic. If you did not enjoy what I did, if you could leave me a comment and let me know what I'm screwing up and what you think I could do better. It does help me tailor the station for you guys, and I will see you in episode 9. Take care, guys.